got my rust dissolver out. I'm gonna go ahead and spread it on the areas that, you know what I'm saying, are a little bit rusty. And I decided I'm only gonna spray the metal part. It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be replacing the inner fender well on the driver's side of the Impala. I talked about this in my last Impala video. That is the reason why the car continues to rub, and we got to fix that so that the car is 100% completely ready to hit the road. And then, you know, after that, we're gonna work on the paint. We're gonna wet it up like we wet the Elco up. Before we get started in this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And I am actually going to start doing something special, man. So hear me out real quick. I am going to be doing a giveaway at 2,500 subscribers. I have some Flowmaster 44 2¼ inch mufflers that I'll be doing a giveaway on. I'll show you guys what they look like in a second, but I'll be doing a giveaway on that. So in order to enter the giveaway, you have to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment and be active, an active participant on the channel. In order to win, I'm gonna select one of you guys to win the Flowmaster 44s. That's all you gotta do, man. I'm not asking y'all to do nothing else except, you know, just subscribe to the channel, so show your boy some love. Not only that, at 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna pick one of y'all to win a Dakota Digital Dash. So, like I said, I'm gonna pick one of y'all to win a Dakota Digital Dash at 5,000 subscribers. Our numbers are growing, and I'm trying to grow faster. So all you gotta do, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And just be an active participant on the channel. And I'm pretty much going to just drop names in the hat that I see and pick one of you lucky subscribers to win a Dakota Digital. And you have to actually be subscribed to the channel. You can't just comment. You have to be subscribed to the channel. Trust me, us YouTubers, we know what or who subscribes to us or whatever. So I will know if you're a subscriber or not. I just want to support, you know what I'm saying, somebody that supports me. Today's comment is coming from Vane 3D. I definitely appreciate you. That's mad love for sending me the quote that I said at the end of every single video. I definitely appreciate that. That means a lot to me when y'all send me stuff like that, because it just, you know, it just means that, you know what I'm saying, you just showing love. I just appreciate love, you know what I'm saying, and it is what it is. But like I said, at 2,500 subscribers, we're gonna give away these Flowmasters. At 5,000 subscribers, we're going to pick one of you guys to win a Dakota Digital. And it doesn't matter what car you have, if you got a Donk, if you got a G-Body, if you got a B-Body, whatever it is, I am going to personally show love back to y'all and grant y'all with that Dakota Digital. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Also, get your merch on the website. The website is finally up, operational. You could scan the QR code on the video, or you can jump down in the description below, www.grindschoolshop.com. Go ahead, support your boy. I definitely greatly appreciate all the love, support that y'all show me. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the video. I'll show you guys these Flowmasters and we'll get to work. All right, y'all, I got one of them out. I kind of don't want to open them just because they're sealed, and when you guys get them, I want them to be, you know, completely as they are. They are brand new in the box. One of you guys will win the Super 44 series. These are, to me, the best sounding mufflers, like the best sounding mufflers of this Flowmaster series. I got them on my El Camino. They sound great. They sound amazing. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know what the Elco sounds like. It sounds great. And these are what I have on my El Camino. The reason why I'm getting rid of them is because, unfortunately, Flowmasters sound terrible on an LT1 motor. The Super 44 at least. I think the 40 series is okay, but the 40 series isn't as loud. I have also Super 10s on my Camaro, but I've always went with Flowmasters, and that's why I got it with this car, or for this car. But after listening to countless exhaust videos of Flowmasters on BBodies and LT1 motors, they sound like trash. The Super 44s sound like trash, unless you do probably headers and whatever. If this car was going LS, I probably would be more inclined to, run these. But instead, I went with Spintex because Spintex are gonna sound a lot better for this particular car. And I don't need them anymore. And instead of selling them, I rather want one of you guys to win them if you can use them. Like I said, the requirements, just, subscribe, comment, whatever. And, just be an active participant to the channel. They are 2 1/4 inch offset inlet outlet. And, it is what it is. But we have dual Flowmasters. We got 2 of them. So one of you guys will win these sets of Flowmasters at 2,500 subscribers. We're gonna do a giveaway at 2,500 subscribers. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, comment, like, do whatever you gotta do, man. And we're gonna pick one of you lucky subscribers to get these Flowmasters. And I know it's not nothing huge, but like I said, instead of selling them, because I could sell them, I'd rather one of you guys get some nice sounding mufflers. So anyways, man, like I said, go back and listen to the El Camino. I have plenty of video clips of the El Camino running if you haven't heard it already, so that you can hear what they sound like. Obviously, every motor is going to be different. Like I said, it sounds great on that car. It's going to sound terrible on this car, but every motor is different. So, if you are interested, you want some Flowmasters or whatever, go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna pick one of you lucky subscribers to win these. So anyways, man, let's go ahead and jump into the video and what we're doing today. All right, grind schoolers, so I got this thing on the table. I've been cleaning it up with my 180. I wanted to use 80, but I don't have 80 grit, I don't think. The first thing I did was I cleaned it up with the wire wheel, just to kind of expose some of the rusty spots. And now I'm on to cleaning it all up. Not too concerned about this side because this side is going to be on the top underneath, like the fender or whatever, so you won't even see it. So I'll probably just paint from this side on and down here and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm not concerned about perfection, just because I really don't care. Most of this stuff is going to be covered up, but what I didn't want is for you to open up the hood on this Impala and see that it was like rusted out. You know what I'm saying? You see this one's nice and black, but most of it's covered up. On this side, even more of that fender liner thing is covered up. So I'll probably spray till about where these bolts are for the inner fender, just to make it look nice. And it's gonna be discolored because I'm using gloss black, because that's what I have. But it is what it is, man. The dust will get on it and make it look like whatever anyway. But the first thing I'm doing, obviously, is painting that so that could dry while I'm like starting to take this stuff out. And I might have to drill some holes in different areas, just because this fender, inner fender, is off of a 91 and 92 Caprice. It's not off of a Impala, or 94 to 96 or 93 to 96 Impala or Caprice. Not 93 Impala, because obviously they didn't make them, but Caprice. And then 94, 96 Impala. This is a 91 Caprice fender. So I might have some holes that I gotta drill in certain areas, but that's all good. It's not a big deal. So I'll probably just spray to like this hole and call it good. I'm gonna just wipe it off, clean it off. I'm not worried about perfection, just because, like I said, I don't really care too much. I just want this thing on the car and off to the races. So let me go ahead and clean it up some more right here, probably with the wire wheel, just so I can get all this dirt off real fast. And then I'll hit it with the prep spray, and then I'll start painting. All right, y'all, so I got my rust dissolver gel. Let me take this mask off. I got my rust dissolver out. I'm gonna go ahead and spread it on the areas that, you know what I'm saying, are a little bit rusty. And I decided I'm only gonna spray the metal part because this black kind of looks kind of good. Like I said, it's gonna be covered up, so I'm not really tripping about it. And I don't really wanna go through the effort of sanding all this down and painting the whole thing. You'll never be able to tell, it's gonna be covered up. I just wanted to get that nasty, rusty look that y'all saw before out of here. So now we're gonna hit it with the treatment so it doesn't rust again, and then we'll be good to go. Like I said, down here, this whole front piece is gonna be covered up with the computer and all that. So you're never gonna see it. It's gonna get scratched up anyway. So it doesn't make sense to go through the whole like work of sanding it all down and painting it. But yeah, anyways, man, let me go ahead and smack it with this rust dissolver, and then we'll start working on the car, getting the inner fender out on that side. And yeah, man, as I go through, I'll cut y'all on and show y'all like some of the bolts that y'all gotta look out for, that y'all gotta get and stuff like that. And like I said, I'll probably have to drill some holes in this one just to figure out, or just because this is a little bit different, especially for the computer, because that 91 Caprice didn't have a computer, but my Impala has a computer and it sits right here. So hopefully the holes line up, you know, where I need them. But if not, we'll just drill holes and it'll be good. All right, y'all. So I got the primer laid down. We'll go ahead and paint it. But I wanted to show y'all where I'm at. Obviously got the car lifted up, got my air filter thing out of there, got the computer out of there. So when you're taking this out, it's really not that many bolts that you got to really take out underneath or inside the car. You just got to take out this box, so you'll go underneath. I believe it's a half. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's a half. There's these two bolts, and then there's a bolt on the back side, I think. Those are the only three things that you got to loosen up underneath here. It's hard to see, it's real dark, but there's one here, there's one here, and then there's one in the back. You just gotta unloosen those, and then this thing will come out. And then down here, you got a half there. After you pull the computer out, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pull these tabs in. After you pull the air filter out to get the little covering that goes over the computer off, and then slide it back and then slide it forward and come right out. These here, I guess, are, let me see what size those are. Those are a 9/32. So you're gonna have 3 little screws here. 9/32. Take this, take these little tiny bolts out, and this little tray comes right up out of here. So we're gonna pull this out, and then after that, you're pretty much good to go. Oh, these are 10 millimeter. These go to your coolant, not coolant, windshield washer fluid. So these go to the windshield washer fluid. They're 10 millimeters. And then you could just pull that out and set it over. Kind of make sure you don't like twist it to a point where you pull the hose out, because this will start leaking. I didn't unhook my computer. I just got everything set on the motor because it's coming right back. I don't want to do extra stuff that I don't have to do. And then you have one half here, I believe, and then the bolts on the bottom here, I think these are either 9, they might be 10 millimeters. I'm not 100% sure, but you got these bolts all the way around the fender. You got the bolts inside the fender. And then after that, you got a couple of screws here that you got to get out to drop this plastic piece. And then the inner fender well is ready to pull right up out of there. So yeah, man, it's not too difficult, not too hard. I got my impact drill, so I'm running straight through it real quick. I am gonna have to modify and probably drill some holes in some areas, like I said before, but that's pretty much it, man. All the bolts are like literally super accessible. It doesn't take that long to pull this thing out. It'll fall right out once I'm done. And then after that, we'll just throw the new one in after it's painted, after the paint dries, and this will be complete. Hopefully I have no more rubbing inside of here, because that is very, very, very annoying. We'll take it on a test drive after I'm done. And then I will continue to show you guys the process as I go along, as I get a little bit further. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this. take this off. I've been just getting everything inside off of here, so when I go to the underside, everything just falls right out, and I'm not like trying to rack my brain on what else needs to be unhooked or loosened. So let me go ahead and continue to pull this out, and then I'll take this out too. This is just a clip for the hood latch release cable thing. We'll take that out, and then yeah, man, we'll be good. All right, y'all, so we got everything out. I will note, when the fender liner came out, this wire was connected in a couple of places, and I'll show y'all where. So I had to just take the rubber piece out in order to get that squared away and taken care of. Did have one of these things here that failed, but I'll figure out where it goes. Oh, I think it goes right there, so we're good there. Let me see here. Everything is all kosher. Everything's all good. So I'll show you the differences and the reason why I took this one out. So it looks like we have, this piece has to be attached to that one. It looks like there's already a hole for it. These two, I'll probably have to drill a hole for, and I'll figure out down here where the computer was mating. We got to figure that out too, but I think everything else is all solid and all good. But this one here, I had to get all of that cut out, and it was still like messed up, because if you look at it, it's kind of like dented in. It's not like flat. But over here, this is like kind of like flat, and the passenger side is like that, and the passenger side doesn't rub at all. So I had to get a new one in order to replace this one, because this one is still kind of like dented in, like down here and stuff like that. It still has like a little crease right here, whereas this one is like more round. It's not creased in, and I think that's where my car is rubbing at. So I would have had to roll all of this out, and I tried to hammer it out and do all kind of crazy stuff to make it work, and it just wasn't working like I needed it to work. So had it cut out. It still looks like trash. So now we're just gonna throw this one in. And since we got everything out, I'll just look at where the holes are located for everything else. Looks like the coolant situation is in a similar spot. I'll probably just have to drill these out and, you know, do what I gotta do there. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, we all good. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking like this stuff right here. Like, this is kind of like janky and stuff like that, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and take that out, put that on there, and then figure out the holes for everything else, what I gotta do there to start connecting. And then I might even have to just replace, because some of these are like set screws or set bolts or whatever you want to call them. I don't really know what to call them, but if you see, the bolt will go straight down through there, and it kind of hooks onto the metal. So I'll probably have to get some bolts to just go straight down through whatever in a different spot on this one, or just use one of these existing holes, which is fine too. Probably like right here, I'll probably just use that existing hole because, I mean, you know what I mean? And that should hold it down pretty good. So I'll probably just do that, and then yeah, we'll move on from there. And then like I said, we'll just keep it moving. This will be on, replace. We'll take it for a spin. Hopefully it doesn't rub anymore, and it might still rub because the sway bar, I'll show you guys, the sway bar is not connected on this side of the car. When they brought it home off the tow truck, I think the tow truck driver ripped the sway bar link kit out of there because it was brand new. And you know, now it's not there no more. So there might be some type of flexing or whatever going on here, but either way it goes, this is going to get replaced anyway. This sway bar is going to get replaced. I'm probably going to do the QA1s up front, especially if it still does rub, but we'll see when we get that far. But right now, I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll take the car for a spin and see how it performs. And then after that, we'll start doing other things. I gotta shim the starter and change the oil. This car should be good to go. So let me go ahead and start hooking up this new fender, and you know, we'll go from there. All right, y'all. So there are obviously some differences with this inner fender than the other one. I already drilled my holes. So we already had one hole that was already pre-existing for the top of the coolant or the windshield wiper thing. I just drilled the little nut thing that was in there out of there. And I drilled the second hole down there because that one wasn't on here. We got this box connected, and I spray painted down there because we're gonna have to remark a hole for this tray. We'll just use one bolt to hold it down. I mean, it's just plastic. It's not going anywhere, but there's already a pre-existing hole right there. So I sprayed some spray paint on there, and I pushed this down so I could find the hole where it was. And it looks like right there where it's kind of bubbling up a little bit is where I'm gonna have to drill. So I know where I could just bolt it right up. This will go ahead, sit right on down in there. Computer can go on, coolant thing can go on. We can bolt up the bolts down here and then hook that back up, put the tire on, and we're done with this project. So wasn't too difficult, man. It looks really nice up under there. Like I said, I didn't want it too shiny because it will look off from everything else, but you know, I clean that one up, it'll shine just the same, everything will be all good. So yeah, man, we making really good progress. But you know, that's how you install your inner fender well. We'll have to drill another hole for this too, but I had to, like I said, if this was a 94 to 96 Impala or Caprice or whatever, it would probably bolt right up, everything would be kosher. But since it was a 91 Caprice or 92, I had to drill a couple extra holes, and that wasn't too difficult. But we about to go ahead and slap everything together, man, and we'll be done with this. All right, y'all, there you have it. I had to, like I said before, I had to drill a couple holes, that one down there. I had to drill this one out a little bit, had to drill that hole. So I had to drill a couple holes, but it's all good, man. We got plenty of space in between the wheel and the tire, so there shouldn't hopefully be no more rubbing, I hope. We're gonna see, but you know what I mean, we should be good, because I think what was happening was this one inside, it was like dented right here, so when I would hit a bump, that's where it would hit at. Damn, that kind of hurt a little bit. But since I rolled the fenders and everything's good, we should be good to go. This side, I think it's kind of like exactly like that. I guess it's sitting a little bit lower, but you know what I mean? Like I could barely get like one finger in here, and this one don't rub at all. So we should be good to go, man. That should do it for us. But after I shim this starter and change the oil, we'll take it on a test drive, but that'll be in a different video, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, but that's how you replace an inner fender. It look a lot scarier than it really is because all this stuff is in the way, but once you unbolt it, drop it down, just put it back up in there and bolt everything back up, you ain't gotta take nothing out. It's not bad at all. So anyways, man, I think we should be good on that. All right, grind schoolers, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I pretty much, it didn't really take that long to go ahead and snap all that stuff together. I'm hoping that it does the trick as far as not rubbing. It already looks a lot better than the one that I took off of there. Even though I had to drill some holes and stuff like that, and it was rusty, and I had to clear all that stuff up. But now everything looks good. We're kosher. So we got two more things that we got to get done. We got to change the oil. We got to shim the starter. That shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna just go ahead and knock that out, and the car should be on the road. And hopefully the next video y'all see this car, we're going to take it to the exhaust shop. So anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video, because if you saw what I'm doing with the Elko, we about to do the exact same thing on the Impala. We'll probably take a little bit more time on the Impala, but you know, we're gonna get her done too. I'm motivated, especially seeing how my Impala is now running and everything is good, copacetic. You know what I'm saying? We should be on the road. Everything should be solid. We'll go ahead and get her painted, and then we'll talk about what other plans we got next, because like I told y'all, I kind of kept the 4Gs from y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I got some tricks up my sleeve. But anyways, man, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, all the comments, everything that y'all do for me. I always appreciate it. But we gonna go ahead and conclude this video. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.